Hello folks, welcome to another shaving video. Hope everybody's doing good, no one's sick. Get in some water. So today I will be using my other single edge razor, which is the Supply Provision injector. Yeah, it is an injector, so it's not a like a gym style paint scraper blade. And yeah, I mentioned that I did speak with Patrick last year during the summer. I was just go down to the store in Fort Worth, where I'm at here in Dallas Fort Worth area, and he mentioned that Supply they want to get their own blade supply, because right now, and it does say Supply at the bottom, and it does come in a plastic container, and I think it was like $4. So it's $4 for 10 blades, and depending on your face and your hair, you can use. I use it about 5 times, but some people are like, hey, you can get 7, or up to 10 at the most. I wouldn't go past 10. And his blade, these are sharp actually, because the other option you have is Ted Pella, which makes blades for medical and research facilities, where you put the inject the blades into I guess a medical slide cutter. What the heck, man? And it cuts like samples where you put on microscopes. And then of course you have Schick, which of course they make it for the Schick injectors that is still being made today actually. And for the saving show, it is the other Declaration Grooming. This is Sellout, and yes, it is Sellout. Is exactly what it says. And I don't know. It has a nice cologne, kind of a nice cologne, soapy smell to it. It doesn't. I don't know if that's what a sellout is supposed to smell like. If that is, then I guess most of us will be sellouts, because that is a kind of a nice fresh cologne scent that that a lot of younger men would gravitate towards. Of course, older guys like me, we tend to go towards the more musky, woodsy. For green, we lean towards the vetiver type scent, but this would definitely be something that the younger guys, yeah, that's what a typical cream color soap. So nothing special about the the soap color. Yep, it's a nice smell though. See, yeah, same thing. It's got buffalo tallow, I think donkey milk. I can't read this because it's so freaking small, and it's on a gray label. So they got white on gray. It's white lettering on gray, but the lettering is like a it's kind of like it's not the it's not Times Roman. It's a so no, there's beef tallow. The other one I can actually read because it wasn't the excuse me there. But anyways, yeah, it's got bison tallow. You can see that the bison connected dot looking. Well, let me moisten my face. I think that's moistened enough. Let's get it on. Ah, darn it. Made the might have added too much water. Alright, let me get the soap off of my arm. Yeah, it hit my arm. And yeah, once the soap is on the face, yeah, that cologne, the sellout smell really, really, really comes in. Yeah. Yeah, and this is base plate number 3. It's their version 2, base plate 3, and with the supply blade on there, it is actually way more aggressive. It's the blade is a lot sharper. Oh yeah. When I spoke with Patrick, he's like, yeah, I want to get my own supply of blades, and want to get it as sharp. Find a vendor can get it as sharp as possible. All right, so oh yeah, it's cutting pretty darn good. Yeah, you don't have to rinse your face. I do it because I like it. I like to have a fresh new canvas to reapply. Kind of like that. I forgot his name. The guy that does the painting on for years on Channel 13, and as I mentioned, yeah, he did them for free too. See, there was him that I watched as a kid. There were a few other ones too. I can't think of. Of course, there were the cooking shows on PBS. PBS is really nice. It was one of those channels that you watch for that the major networks, the shows that on PBS back then. I'm talking about 80s and 90s here, that the major networks would not show. Mutual of Omaha was one of them. I love watching that because, again, well, of course now you got Animal Channel and stuff like that, but Mutual of Omaha, well, National Geographic was on PBS. Was the one with David Attenborough. Cooking shows. Yeah, now you got the Cooking Channel. I guess a few other cable channels that shows cooking shows. But back then, if you wanted to watch nature shows, cooking shows, home DIY shows, this old house, see what else? It was PBS. Yeah, I don't watch PBS today because I don't even know what, other than Sesame Street, I don't know what else they show on there. Oh yeah, that blade is a lot more aggressive on the razor. Makes the razor a lot more aggressive. On base plate 3, that is. Don't watch NPR. I don't watch it now. I didn't watch it back then. Of course, now NPR is just a leftist Marxist that McLaren News Hour used to be on the PBS. And there used to be also either late Saturday night or Sunday night, they would have these show. I remember this one show was this old guy. He would just sit there and mumble. I didn't understand what he was saying. And he would show and he would smoke his cigar. You probably know who I'm referring to. I forget the guy's name, but he also showed. But he also showed steeplechase. So if it wasn't him sitting there mumbling and smoking a cigar, like you see me doing in my video, mumbling, sitting there mumbling, smoking my cigar, it would cut away to steeplechase, and that's of course the horse. It's the horse drawn, the super dinky horse drawn carriage. I never watch it as soon as I see him, like, ah, crap, this guy's on. Click, turn away. Of course, now we have BBC America, that you get to watch. Yeah, because back then too, on PBS was the only station that you had if you wanted to watch British comedy, shows from England. Now you got BBC America. And I believe the old Top Gear shows were actually showed on PBS. A lot of the, we're talking in the 90s here, and even into the 2000s. So I believe we do the unnecessary pass. You had shows, yeah, and of course you had science shows that was shown on PBS that the major networks wouldn't air. The Mutual of Omaha shows, which are again are nature shows. All right, so let's this is a it is a good injector. It's nice and heavy. As I said, I've recommended this in the. It is very forgiving. So if you're in the morning you're not quite awake and you got to shave before going to work, and you're not all there, this won't cut your face up completely. But if you try, like talking and shaving, then yeah, you could nick yourself. But I hardly ever nick myself using the supply injector. Yeah, the soap is great. It's in this day and age is really the question of what scent do you like. With all of the mom and pop soap makers, yes, Decoration Grooming, these guys are mom and pop. I think they're out of New Jersey. Yeah, I think they're out of New Jersey. Under the nose. Hopefully they're not in the trash dump side of New Jersey where everybody is dumping their trash. Is it the Jersey Devil? Is out of New Jersey? I don't know. I don't exactly. When I think of New Jersey, I don't exactly think of wooded areas, but I guess there is some wooded areas in New Jersey. All right, so there you go. Let me. Yes, you're supposed to pat dry, and not pat dry and not Okay, that's good enough. Back onto the rack you go. So, so yeah, so PBS isn't what it is today. Matter of fact, I haven't watched it in years and years, and I have no idea what they show on there, except for maybe the NPR news, which again is a Marxist leftist news. And all right, so definitely recommend I definitely recommend this Declaration Grooming Sellout. It's has a nice protection, as you can see. Of course, I used a very it feels aggressive with that blade and the number 3 base plate. No, because the last time I used it, I forget which soap I was using, but I think I had the Schick injector blade in there, and my face felt all tingly, and I was like, "What the heck, man?" Um, and normally that's the indication of the blade is actually scraping across your face instead of cutting, along with cutting the whiskers off your face. It's scraping. And show you this once again. That's the soap. It's a generic cream colored, and it's again, if I were to make a soap and call it Sellout, I would definitely make it a different scent. Um, I would definitely make it a stronger. I would still make it a cologne, a fresh cologne scent, but maybe a little bit stronger. I can't really describe it. Something like maybe Gucci. I have the Gucci. I have the newer Gucci cologne that came. I forgot what it was. This I've got the line, but I'll make it something strong like that. No, yeah, I like cologne. No, I don't own any Gucci product except for the cologne bottle. But I'll make it something like that, and where it is a fresh scent, but it's like a strong. Yeah, that Gucci cologne is a fresh scent, but it's like a strong, fresh scent, and to me that's what something I don't know a sellout would smell like. The Gucci cologne wasn't expensive, considering Gucci products are expensive. So you're thinking, oh man, dude must have paid $400 or $500 for that Gucci cologne. Nope, it wasn't anywhere, not anywhere near 400 or 500. So yes, and if you do have the supply injector, definitely jump online, or if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the DFW area, run down to the supply store. I believe his store is open now. They are luckily, thankfully, they are they are still in business. They managed to survive. I don't know if the storefront is closed down. I'll have to just drive down there and see if it's because last summer when I went down there to visit, they were just opening. I mean, they were still the parking lot was still under construction. The reason the parking lot was under construction because there was a huge apartment complex that was being built next to where they were opening up their store. Inside, he still had he still wasn't completely finished with remodeling the storefront. It's basically a storefront that they either rent. I wouldn't purchase it. It would be a rental. And was it 10 months later? We're in this pandemic. Small businesses like supply are going out of business. Luckily for them, the majority, I would say the majority of their businesses is online. And I don't know how much he was paying each month for that storefront, but if they had to close down the storefront, and it's like, hey, we're going online only. We're working. We're working back out of our home because this pandemic. We had that, and I wouldn't blame them because you're being closed for what, 4 or 5 months, and you're still having to pay rental for a storefront for 4 or 5 months, where your business is being forced to close down. So if they close down the storefront, I wouldn't blame them one bit at all. But now here in Texas, luckily, I'll close it on this. But here in Texas, luckily, a lot of the stores, restaurants are back in business. A lot of them are now open. I would say pretty much to their regular store hours, to the regular restaurant hours. A lot of restaurants now are closing around the 9, 10, 11 hour. You know, the restaurants that open up later. I don't know about bars, but I do know a lot of restaurants now are open at least till 9, which is good, because for those of us who work, you know, late second shift, you know, you get home, you know, around 7. You know, if stores, you know, if restaurants are closing at 6, you know, you're kind of screwed. It's like crap, man. I'm getting out of work. I gotta drive to the restaurant real quick, buy something to eat, or else I gotta get home and cook something, and I don't want to cook today because I am damn tired. You know, kind of thing. So yeah, so that's great, and yeah, I'll probably next week I'll you know, take a drive down there and check it out. And if the storefront is closed again, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't blame them. So it's like, hey, we're back at home shipping our stuff out of the house. And but yeah, definitely check them out. It is literally a mom and pop business. A lot of the shaving, like I said, you know, the right now is, other than the pandemic, you know, right now we are sort of in a renaissance when it comes to DE shaving, because you got so many different mom and pops who are making soap, you know, mom and pop shops who are making razors, and you know, making you know, accessories like shaving brushes, bows, you know, aftershave splash. I gotta do that here as soon as I shut the video off. And so that's it. Rambled on long enough. And for those who stuck around, yeah, I'm not going to do any, well, I'm going to do it off the camera and go have me some breakfast. And thanks for watching. Stay safe. Don't get sick. You know, if there's a riot in your section of the city, you know, again, if you feel like, hey, this is my city, I'm going to go out and do something, then, you know, make that your decision. You know, don't drive across state line. You know, and stay safe, and thanks for watching.